Hey guys, thanks again for tuning in and checking out my vlogs. I haven't been putting out as many as I thought I would be, but you know what? It's time to start cranking up that content, getting stuff out, because there's always, I can't say the S word, there's enough stuff going around here constantly that I can be posting stuff, and I really should be. So this vlog here is basically something that just happened yesterday. And that was somebody decided to run over our lawn as they were moving a big truck, and they completely demolished it. So you're going to see that. You're probably going to see, what else should I put out there? Oh, I know. I could probably show you, Elizabeth and I, we went and just got a toy, one that she's wanted. So we're going to check that out real quick. And on Monday, that was the anniversary of the first time that Monique and I had met. And that was May. Remember the date, honey? You don't remember the date? May 20th. And it was 2012. Yes, 2012. And, yeah. Maybe I'll tell the story. Should I tell the story? Oh,
no, okay.
I'm getting funny looks. Leave It to Baker, starring Matthew Baker, Monica Baker, Igor Kotzian, and Elizabeth Baker as the monkey. Hey guys, good morning. Okay, wait. A little dirty there. Good morning. So you have to see what happened this morning. So my wife tells me, hey, there's a big truck and he's like tearing up our lawn. You got to take a look at this. Come here, check this out. This is this morning here. That's what happened to our lawn this morning. Apparently we're going to get this fixed. These guys are going to replace all this. So, yeah, great way to start the morning. It's never a dull moment here in Los Angeles. Guys just finished up here a little while ago, and well, they didn't bring enough. They didn't bring enough. Let's take a look. constant. Planes. We live close to Burbank Airport, so it gets loud. So I don't know if you're going to be able to hear. But I came outside because I wanted to tell you the story of how my wife and I met. It was actually this week in the year 2012. Well, it was this week that we actually met in person, but we met online. My neighbor. We met online in October of 2011. Now, there's people that that I had talked to before that are always curious about how we met, and so my wife being from Poland, I tell the story. So it's kind of long and convoluted, but hear me out. So it was the summer of 2011. I had signed myself up on a few dating websites, gone out with a few different girls. I wasn't too impressed with some of the girls that I had gone out with, and it wasn't going my way. And I had been married before, and I said, well, I guess I'm probably not gonna meet anybody that I truly click with. And so in October, I decided that I was just going to go up to Big Bear by myself for the weekend. I had a Jeep Wrangler. It was a huge lifted yellow Jeep Wrangler. Let's see if I can find some pictures and post them on here. I don't know if I have any anymore, but yeah, I used to go four-wheeling in that thing and absolutely loved it. But anyway, side note there. So I went up to Big Bear and I went camping for the weekend, and I just did a lot of thinking and whatnot, and I came to the conclusion that I didn't want to meet anybody. I was content with being alone, and that was perfectly fine for me. I knew I always wanted to have kids, but after a marriage that didn't work out, I thought, well, I'm getting too old, and I'm probably never going to have kids, and I was okay with that. And so, yeah, being up there at Big Bear gave me a lot of time to think. And when I came back, I said to myself, I really don't want to date anymore. So all the websites that I was on, I took myself off of all of them. There was one website that I was on, and it was actually through a friend of mine, Randy, who was having some difficulties dating as well. And he said, well, hey, aren't you like Russian or Ukrainian or something? I said, yeah, my heritage is Ukrainian. He says, well, why don't you look for a Ukrainian girl? So, thinking all along that you get online, you look for Russian or Ukrainian girls, they're like mail order brides, right? Or am I right? So, no, I didn't want to do that. But I wanted to find a dating website. And one of the ones I found was a Russian one. I'm sorry, not a Russian, a Ukrainian one. And another one was a Polish one. And I thought, okay, Poland's close to Ukraine. I'll put myself up on the Polish one as well. So I did. And there were a couple people that I had met and talked to. Nothing panned out. But when I came back from Big Bear, that was the very last one I was clicking off of. So as I'm clicking myself off of this website, it basically says, hey, wait, before you go, you gotta check out these girls. So I look and I see a couple of girls, and there's one of them that piqued my interest. And I thought, wow, she's cute. So I thought, say a quick hello. So I said hello, and she responded, hi. Well, now, I didn't sign up for the full premium package or whatever it was. It was just, I was able to email, but I didn't have the full package. So I had said, well, hey, if you want to do this off-site, I don't know if you have like the premium or whatnot, but, if you want to do this off-site, I can. Here's my email address. So this girl, she emailed me back, hi, how are you? My English no good, I so sorry, blah, 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 yada, yada. And I thought, okay, she seems sweet enough, and I'll continue to talk to her. And so we talked for a couple of days online, and I had logged myself off of that website, so it was gone. It was called Polskie Serce, which is Polish Hearts, and so I had logged myself off, and so this girl and I, we communicated back and forth a little bit, and finally we got to a point, she had opened up about herself. She said, well, hey, I've been married before, and I had 2 kids. I don't know if that's something that bothers you. And I thought, no, that doesn't bother me. I'd never dated anybody with kids, but I thought, well, I can at least meet you, right? So we decided that we would meet for coffee. So I said, hey, where's a good place to go? And she said, well, let's go to Old Koosh. And I had no idea what Old Koosh was. And I said, well, I don't know where that is. Where's Old Koosh? And she said, well, that's here in Małopolska, which is lower Poland. And I paused and thought, wait a minute, you live in Poland? Well, what happened was when I was logging off on that website, it opened the parameters up. So it wasn't necessarily Los Angeles anymore. It was now the entire world. So she's in Poland, and I'm here in Los Angeles. And I'm thinking, there's no way I'm ever going to meet this girl, but you know what? I could be your pen pal. Why not? So we communicated some more, a little bit, emails here and there go by. And finally I think we're in... All right, sorry about that. For some reason, the phone just completely stopped, so I'm starting over from about halfway. Anyway, so after I'd realized that there was no way we were ever going to meet because she lived in Poland, I thought, well, least we can do is at least email each other and say hi and find out more about each other. So we did. We emailed back and forth. I learned that there was a lot of typing, and thanks to Google Translate, a lot of cut and paste and send, and then eventually the messenger. So I would type something in English really fast, and then I would cut and I would paste it in Google Translate, find out what it meant in Polish, send it to her in Polish, wait for her response, and then she would send to me, and it'd go back and forth and back and forth. And Google Translate's not perfect, but it did the best it could, and it worked, and it was fun. And then in November of 2011, I thought, you know what? Why don't I give her a call? Maybe hear her voice. And so she gave me her phone number, and I gave her a call, and pretty much all we did was giggle, because I knew 0 Polish, and she knew 0 English. I heard a dog barking in the background. I heard the kids. That was it. Couldn't really understand anything she was saying. And so we giggled some more, and that was about it. And we went back to sending messages to each other, finding out more about each other. And she had said, or somebody had said, hey, why aren't you trying Skype? And I did. Of course there's a car alarm right now. Why wouldn't there be? It's done. Anyway, somebody said, why don't you try Skype? And I had never heard of Skype, but I learned about it and set it up on the computer. All of a sudden, now we can see each other, see what we actually look like live. Oh my gosh, this was amazing. 9 hours ahead. Hey, what's your day like? It's still morning for me. Or if it was late afternoon like it is now for me, it'd be, hey, good morning. So it was interesting. It was kind of cool doing that. Christmas came and went, and we wished each other Christmas. We get into January, February, and I realized I had a lot of time on my hands and a lot of vacation time, and I knew that the Euro in 2012 is going to be played in Poland and Ukraine, and I'm a big soccer fan, so I thought, what better opportunity than go meet this girl? Why not? So I did. Got a plane ticket. I flew to Poland. Never been to Poland. Never been to Eastern Europe in my life. Actually, I've been to Prague. That's the farthest I had gone east. That was it. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go out there. So I get a ticket, right? I go out there. We meet each other. We had a wonderful time. We went on hikes. We went, she showed me the customs, everything about Poland. We went to a Polish wedding. Not ours. It was somebody else's. I think her cousin. And we went up to Zakopane, fell in love with Zakopane, went to Slovakia, Slovenia. I just had a wonderful time. And what a great host. I really enjoyed Monica. She was a very, still is, but very nice person. And after a couple of weeks, almost a month I stayed there, came back home, but we were missing each other. And we knew we were missing each other. And we thought, well, I don't know how this could ever work, but let's give it a shot. Let's keep talking to each other. So we kept talking, and a couple months went by, and she said, I'd really like to see you for Christmas, this coming Christmas, 2012. You know what? I still have a ton of vacation. Why not? So I flew back out there, went back out for another couple weeks, almost a month. And that's when we realized that there was something special going on, and that we shouldn't give up on this. The next step was, how do we do this? Do I move to Poland? Well, I didn't know Polish, so that would have been difficult. Does she move to America? She didn't know English, but she had a good chance because of the business that she knows, and that's the flower business. And there's plenty of florists here in Los Angeles. So that was a positive. So that's the route we went. She came to America in 2013, July 1st, and the rest is history. That this week, 8 years ago, actually this past Monday on the 18th was the first time that we ever met. And here we are with our family here in America. Igor now lives with us, obviously, as you know, and we have a daughter that's 5 years old, and amazing daughter. So I couldn't have asked for a better scenario and a better life lesson, I guess. Okay. And we've got people walking around, so I'm going to cut this short. That's it. And that's our story. So thanks for listening. I really appreciate it. All right. All right, we figured out our word of the day. And we're going to have Igor deliver it today.
Nah, I'm fine.
Oh, come on, just tell it. What is cat in Polish?
Kotek.
What is it?
Kotek.
Kotek. That's right.
That means cat.
That means cat. Wow. What does it mean, Elizabeth? Kitty cat.
Kitty cat.
And what's the word in Polish?
Kotek.
Kotek. All right. At least the toys are somewhat cleaned up. Yeah, they're somewhat cleaned up. And it looks a little better.